Donna Schwartz here from the Everything Saxophone Podcast. I'm at the EMEO booth again. And here I'm with Oleg Raskin. We spoke at NAMM last year, and you can see behind him, right over there, those are the beautiful EMEO digital saxophones. Okay, we're going to talk more about those again. There's some new cases and some other stuff. So welcome back, Oleg.
Thank you, Don.
All right, great. So let's remind the viewers, what inspired you to create the EMEO digital saxophone?
Personal, I was dreaming about something like this to allow me to improve my practice, to be able to practice more, okay? And I tried everything on the market and didn't find solution. Good one for me. I play EV more than 20 years, and I love it. But when I practice on EV, I practice for EV.
Right.
I was looking just for something for real saxophone practice stuff, and we made it. We started to work more than 8 years ago, and on market we about 3.5 years. So it's pretty long R&D. So in general, we are talking about kind of wind MIDI controller based on regional saxophone mechanics. It's not a saxophone. It's not made from saxophone. It's our special patent design, size between soprano and alto. I believe last year I explained you, but it's very important for us was keeping muscle memory. So we have weight here 1.7 kilo and original pads, original springs, and made it from brass, and you keep like original horn, and you must just forget about it's not saxophone during your practice and just enjoy and improve and bring your dream as close as possible.
Yeah, and here's the thing though, it's not it's not your regional your usual saxophone, but the fingering, everything is sized. The fingering is correct. So
it's absolutely same. Include everything. You're able to customize your own fingering and to bring altissimo and all this stuff to bring it as close as possible to your own horn with your necessity, and just not same. You drop your email or you drop your horn after it, and you're on the business.
Got it. And I'm just curious, and I don't remember if I asked this last year. So in terms of like maintenance for this, are there ever, do people ever have to worry about replacing a pad, or if a spring comes out or something like that?
Pads, not necessary to replace. First of all, not contact with the liquids. It's
right.
Not moisture outside coming. Okay, so not necessary, and it's original pads, but not only. Okay, it's not necessary to replace the pads, but to adjustment with the springs a little bit. It's just any repair will be able to. About electronic stuff, we have only 2 components inside. We don't fix them anytime. We just replace them if it's necessary. If somebody drop instrument and we need just to fix it, we just replace.
Got it. Okay, yeah, because there's extensive electronics in this, and actually there was just a jam session going on. There's always a jam session at the EMEO booth, so it was really hard to find a time when people weren't jamming here, for sure. Though we're going to catch somebody, doing a little bit of a live demo, just so you can get an idea if you did not see our NAMM episode from last year. But what we have these models over here in the different finishes. You can see over here. But also, what's really cool are different cases.
This one is a concept. We are not looking to produce it, but we have some concept. Include this case, it's concept. Okay, we just bring it to share with people our visions for future. Maybe not, but we still with the existing instrument. It's absolutely same. We just will release after NAMM Show new firmware with a lot of features inside and new instructions for it. And regarding new stuff, just we bring new mouthpieces like this one.
Yeah, that was the other thing too.
It's just prototype. Okay, this is a flexible mouthpiece. Okay, we'll bring soon. It's like our antibacterial mouthpieces, but another one. And new neck we made.
Yeah, I just noticed that.
Yeah. It's longer than existing. We will bring it on our website, and people will be able to get it separately. Okay. Okay, because we want existing guys who already have EMEO also will be able to get it. Okay. So it will be in black color. It's a prototype.
Oh, got it. Okay, okay. And what's different about the neck? What material is that made out of?
It's just longer than existing and sitting a little bit better with 3 O-rings instead of 2.
Got it. Okay.
A little bit more comfortable.
Got it.
Personal, I use a straight neck with no mouthpiece. It's more comfortable for me, but people asking, and we got decision to bring something new.
Interesting. Okay, and with the mouthpiece too. So this definitely looks bigger than the mouthpiece.
No, it's same, exactly
It's the
like
same?
previous one, just a different color and with EMEO name.
It must be the different color that's throwing me.
it's a little bit more flexy.
Yeah, for sure. I could definitely see that, and obviously it's easier to clean. These mouthpieces
to
are
clean,
easier to
just
clean.
no worries about it. Regarding maintenance, in general, not necessary to be worried about it. So just to try to don't drop it, guys, and after using EMEO, just blow hard through the EMEO just to go moisture out, and that's it, and clean it a little bit with something, okay?
Great. And here's the other thing too that we didn't quite get into yet, but the amount of sounds that are available are just incredible. So can you talk about, how someone would play the EMEO? What do they do?
EMEO is a wind MIDI controller with no sounds on board. It's come bundled with Respiro sounds. It's sounds by Emax Plus company. We choose them because we love them. No conventional sounds there, but it's very nice, comfortable, pretty sounds for practice and not only. So it's bundle. You can use it with any computer, Macintosh and Windows machine, and iOS mobile devices as well.
Okay, so just the Apple devices then, not the Android yet.
Android, unfortunately, for Android it will not come.
Okay, got
Okay,
it.
not only Respiro, also nice sounds from our friends from Italy, Audio Modeling. We can visit them. It's here near. So also Windows machine, Macintosh, and iOS mobile devices.
Got it. Okay.
And audio modeling is conventional sounds. It's great physical modeling sounds. I love them and I use them. And a lot of our guys who ask us about conventional sounds, we advise them audio modeling, SWAM, and Respiro. Okay, there are a few additional libraries sounds on market. Okay, but people necessary to discover and to try out. So just not forget, it's a wind MIDI controller. Sounds made for keyboards will work, but not properly.
Okay.
Will be impossible to control dynamic, and tone controlling will not correct. So and impossible to do with this. Just nothing to do. Just to use correct sounds.
Okay, so then let me get some clarification for me. So you would can someone have the choice between Respiro? Can someone have the choice between the Respiro and the SWAM sounds, the audio modeling, or is it one or the other? Can they use both? Like, how does that work?
No, it's come bundled with Respiro. It's included already in price. Audio
Okay.
modeling necessary to buy separately.
Right, I know that's a subscription. That I know. Okay, got it. All right, so that cleared that up for sure. We have some people that are actually starting to model this. We might as well take advantage of some people playing this. I think that would be really cool.
Yeah, of course.
And actually, before we do that though, as they're getting set up, you know what I wanted to show? So they're set up over here. So they have a laptop.
Yeah, this is set up for NAMM Show. It's not necessary all the setup to keep it home. Okay, you can connect direct to computer or to mobile device. And today with new firmware, will be possible use some device such as this one. Okay, it will allow to people with very low latency to be wireless connected with MIDI. Okay.
Oh, can you put that up closer to the camera?
This one is called VD Host U-Host. Okay, it's worked properly with new firmware and really, really comfortable.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, great. All right, so for the NAMM show, what they have here is they have the mixer that's connected to, and they're using Logic Pro to, before they had loops going and stuff.
And
but
on that machine, it's standalone Respiro.
And then over here, this would be more typical of like a home type of setup with that laptop over there, and they're using the Respiro sounds over there. Hopefully I'm capturing this pretty well. And then you get an idea of some of the sounds here, and we're just taking some random people testing this out. And you can see the size of the horn, size of the digital saxophone. I always call everything a horn. And you could play with that neck, which gives a curved, you have a curved neck over there. You could also just put the mouthpiece right into the horn for just to go straight in as well. And what's really interesting about this too, I remember last year coming up to NAMM, like everybody's always coming up to the EMEO booth and playing with the EMEO instruments because it's just so much fun. And I remember I was doing this last year and I was just jamming out. I was probably here for like 15, 20 minutes just jamming out because it's a lot of fun. And what's really great about these, it's the same saxophone fingerings. That's a big plus. That's a huge plus because, you know, often for people that live in apartments or in places, or they have young children or whatever, or they have to practice late at night, they don't have, you can't just pull out your saxophone and play. It's too loud. This gives you an option. And it gives you a great option because the fingerings are right there. They're the exact fingerings. And you can customize the altissimo fingerings as well. So it really makes a great practicing option for sure. Well, listen, Oleg, thank you again.
Thank you, Donna. Nice to see you.
Yes, and thanks for your time, and hopefully we'll catch some more demos later on. All right, so we are at the EMEO booth, and we're here with Matthias, we're here with Oleg, and we're going to talk a little bit more about the specifics. Yeah, the specifics behind EMEO over here. Thanks for being here.
Thanks, Donna. My name is Matthias. I work also for EMEO, and I'm responsible for software development. And I want to show you something that's coming up pretty soon. It's our web-based tool for configuring and modifying your EMEO. As you can see here, we're going to offer software updates for the EMEO right off the internet. So you can update your EMEO whenever something new comes up, any new feature comes up, right from your web browser. The system will tell you, of course, when there's something new, so you can see a marker saying, hey, here's an update, pretty much easy to go, and then you could just hit a button and off you go. It also gives you some more details about your EMEO. For example, it can show you your fingering. Oleg will show us. So whenever you can check if your keys are correctly working. So it even tells you, for example, you look at the colors. If the keys are green, yellow, it means it's a regular key with a proper MIDI code behind. But of course you can have false fingerings, which will then be colored in orange, right? Or as we say, we can also have custom fingerings. And those custom fingerings will also be displayed, and give it a try. You look here, they will show you, this is a custom fingering. You have a very good impression how you configured your device. In addition, we will also give you the ability to create a PDF report with all your settings, even with fingering diagrams for your EMEO, so you can basically print it out or keep it as a record going forward. For example, if you have multiple EMEOs probably, then you can carry that over. But there's a different way to do that actually, because the system's also doing backups of your device. So you can pull down all your fingerings, everything onto your computer, and when you, for example, try out something new, you can always go back to the initial setting, which was great, working correctly, or you can even bring it to a new device if you want. Maybe you have the golden one, you want to have a black one. Why not share the configuration going forward?
Oh, that's smart. That's really smart.
And lastly, or not lastly, but at least for now, we can show you, we also have a settings screen. Pretty much everything you can do on your EMEO manually with the keywork can also be configured here. You can change if it's E flat, B flat, or a C. You can change the octave. You can even change your the pressure sensitivity, certain MIDI settings, like also the MIDI channel, how certain messages are sent. So you can really tweak it even down to the MIDI level. Yeah, and that will be the default, right? And I think that's a great tool because you pretty much can use it without installing any software. You're just ready to go. And whenever we're going to push something out, you can immediately pick it up. You don't need to do software updates on your computer. You have it everywhere you go.
That's really important. And I'm also seeing from here too, like breath aftertouch, breath volume, so you could control the breath expression as well.
Right, exactly. Depending also what your MIDI receiver is, probably you need to change it to a different coding. Then you can basically tweak it here. Pretty simple and even quick. I think that's the important thing. You just need to hook it up with the cable, fix a few things, detach it, and it can keep going wirelessly if you want.
And the other thing, the beauty of it too, though, is this: you don't, there's not a lot of hard software to deal with. Essentially, as a recap, you just plug it in. You just plug it in and go for the most part. If you want to tweak it, you can tweak it. You can tweak it in various ways with various fingerings, with the pressure resistance over here, soft, medium, and hard. You also can change the instrument key, C, E flat, and B flat over there as well, along with octave shifts and all those types of things too. All right, so I can see on the screen here that instrument key, we've got C, we've got E flat, B flat. So do you want to talk a little bit more about how else to use the EMEO?
Yeah, I think this is how we travel between the different worlds. It's not an alto, it's not a tenor, it's everything. You can change the key as well as your octave with the instrument. So you can play it as a tenor, but you can play it as an alto, as a bari. Yeah, and whatever you want. And so that's really done either through the interface here that you can see, but it can be done while you're playing actually, but just doing the right key presses, and you're ready to go in a different octave or a different key. That's pretty much it. But I think it's pretty cool.
No, it's definitely very cool. And I remember just coming up to the booth before, and someone was playing, and he was doing, he was playing it like a bari. And it was really cool. He was playing there was a drum beat going through your Logic Pro. There was a drum beat going through the Logic Pro. He was playing like a bari beat, and then in the booth across from us, Royal Global, there was someone playing clarinet, and so they were jamming together. It was just a really fun experience.
Yeah.
That's what I think about when I think about with EMEO. It's fun. It's just a lot of fun, for sure.
Exactly.
Thanks, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for being here.